Superz.
Hi friends, so we are discussing about urban local governments. Already we discussed about municipalities in our last video. So let me discuss about municipal corporations in this class. Okay, are you ready? Right. Municipal corporation. So urban local governments are two. One is municipalities and the second one is municipal corporation. Okay. So according to Municipal Act Andhra Pradesh and Municipal Act Telangana. Okay, according to Municipal Act, the state government has power, okay, creates new municipal corporations in state on the basis of population. Okay, so in India, the first municipal corporation is Madras. Okay, in which year? 1687. In India, which one first municipal corporation? Madras. So Madras Municipal Corporation formed in the year of 1687. Okay. In the year of 1726, two more municipal corporations formed in India. Those names are, first one Calcutta and second one is Bombay. So in the year of 1687, the first municipal corporation formed, its name that is Madras. In the year of 1726, two more municipal corporations formed in India. They are, first one is Calcutta and the second one is Bombay. Okay. So in India, the biggest municipal corporation, that is Bombay. Number of municipal corporations there in our country. Out of them, the biggest municipal corporation name is Bombay. Okay, Bombay. So next we come to Telugu states. According to 73 and 74 Constitutional Amendment Acts 1992, Andhra Pradesh government made AP Municipal Act 1994. Okay. According to AP Municipal Act 1994, state government has power, creates new municipal corporation on the basis of population, So what is the minimum population of municipal corporation? Once appointed, the municipal corporation minimum population was 5 lakhs, but now according to AP Municipal Act 1994 and Telangana Municipal Act 2019, the municipal corporation minimum population just only 3 lakhs. How much? 3 lakhs. The minimum population of a municipal corporation is 3 lakhs. In these two Telugu states, in other states, the minimum population of a municipal corporation may be different. It may be 5 lakhs or 2 lakhs. We can't say. According to Municipal Act of respective state, minimum population is there. Okay. So more than 10 lakhs population of a municipal corporation they become metropolitan cities. 3 lakhs to 10 lakhs that is the population of municipal corporation. More than 10 lakhs population of a municipal corporation may be recognized as metropolitan cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, etc. Okay? More than 10 lakhs people are living in such cities, so that the respective states recognized them as metropolitan cities. Okay. Next one. In Andhra Pradesh state and Telangana states, some municipal corporations there, especially in both Telugu states, the biggest municipal corporation is Hyderabad. Till today, in combined Andhra Pradesh state and after bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh state, okay, at present in both Telugu states, the biggest municipal corporation name is Hyderabad. In Telangana state, municipal corporations there and greater municipal corporations there. In Andhra Pradesh state, municipal corporations there and greater municipal corporations there. So in Telangana state, greater municipal corporations are two. One is Hyderabad, and the second one is Warangal. Okay, these two are greater municipal corporation in Telangana state. Remaining, they are only municipal corporations like Pirjajiguda, Boduppal, Badangapet, Ramagundam, Karimnagar, Khammam, Nizamabad, okay, Warangal greater municipal corporation. So totally, okay, greater municipal corporations in Telangana state, just only two. One is Hyderabad and the second one is, that is Warangal. Same like that in Andhra Pradesh state, greater municipal corporations are two. One is Vijayawada and the second one is Visakhapatnam, okay, Vizag. Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam, these both are greater municipal corporation in Andhra Pradesh state. Remaining, they are just only municipal corporations like Tirupati, Srikakulam, Guntur, Kurnool, okay, Kurnool, Anantapuram, Chittoor, okay, Vijayanagaram, Machilipatnam, okay, such municipal corporations there present in Andhra Pradesh state. Okay, so ultimately what we know, who creates new municipal corporations in state? Who creates? State government as power creates new municipal corporations in state. On what basis they create new municipal corporations? Means we should say population. So according to Telangana Municipal Act 2019, okay, the municipal corporation minimum population is 3 lakhs. According to Municipal Act, Andhra Pradesh Municipal Act 1994, the minimum population of a municipal corporation, that is only 3 lakhs. Okay, minimum population of a municipal corporation is 3 lakhs. Maximum population of a municipal corporation is 10 lakhs. Not less than 3 lakhs, not more than 10 lakhs. Okay, so whichever more than 10 lakhs people are there, the state government recognize them and promote them as metropolitan cities. What we call them? Metropolitan cities. Example, just now I told you, One is Hyderabad, second one is Delhi, next one Chennai, okay, Bangalore, okay, and Calcutta, etc. They are best examples for metropolitan cities. Rest of the cities called as only municipal corporations. Is it clear, ma? Next. City is divided into some divisions on the basis of population. In our last video I told you, town is classified into some wards on the basis of population. Same like that, village is classified into some wards on the basis of population. I told you very clearly in previous videos. Okay. Same like that, city is classified into some divisions on the basis of population. Not wards. We should not call them as wards. Okay, we call them just only divisions. What we call them? Divisions. Right? On what basis we divide the city means into some divisions. Okay, minimum divisions 50, maximum divisions 100. So in Telugu, 2 states, the biggest municipal corporation, just now I told you, that is Hyderabad, means GHMC. Present in the limits of GHMC, number of divisions 150, 150. Means more than 100 divisions there. Okay? On the basis of huge population, the divisions also crossed more than 100. It is nothing wrong, because Telangana government given exemption to GHMC. Okay, so more than 100 divisions are here. 150 divisions are in the limits of GHMC, Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. It is the biggest municipal corporation not only in Telangana state, including Andhra Pradesh also. Okay, next one. What are the qualifications to contest in municipal corporation election? Already we discussed a number of times qualifications of local governments. At village panchayat election, Mandal Parishad, Jilla Parishad, municipalities. No change of local government election qualification. All the qualifications are same in each and every local government election. Okay? Same qualifications are applicable to municipal corporation election. One is should be citizen of India. It is common. Should be citizen of India. What is the minimum age to contest in municipal corporation election? That is 21 years completed. Should be completed the minimum age of 21 years. How much? 21 years. Should not hold any profitable office. Should not hold any profitable office. These are qualifications to contest in municipal corporation election. Okay, and another one, next one, election method and term. Election method and term. Who conduct the municipal corporation election? State Election Commission. Don't get any confusion. State Election Commission. Okay. State Election Commission conducts all the elections of local bodies. Okay. In that, municipal corporation is one. So absolutely, the State Election Commission conduct election for municipal corporation for every 5 years. Okay. Next one. From each division, one representative of people there, we call them as corporator. We call them as corporator. Who are members of a municipal corporation? Corporators. From each division, the elected representative of a people is called as corporator. Who elect the corporators? Division voters. The registered voters of division directly elect the corporator for the period of 5 years. So it is called as direct election. It is called as direct election. Okay. Elections, how many types? 2 types. One is direct election, second one is indirect election. So, corporators are elected by the voters directly for the period of 5 years. State Election Commission conduct the municipal corporation election. Registered voters elect the corporators from each division. Their term is 5 years. Municipal corporation term is 5 years. So it is direct election. Okay. Next one. Mayor and deputy mayor, both are there. Mayor is first citizen of a city. Okay. Mayor is first citizen of a city. Mayor is head of the municipal corporation. Okay. Mayor is the head of the municipal corporation. Mayor is first citizen of a city. He look after everything. So who elect the mayor? What is the term of mayor? And who terminate the mayor from office before 5 years? Let me see them. According to Municipal Act, corporators elect the mayor and deputy mayor among themselves for the period of 5 years. For the period of 5 years. Okay. Mayor election and deputy mayor election is 100% indirect election. Which one? Indirect election. Corporator election is direct election. Mayor and deputy mayor election is indirect election. Okay. Corporators elect the mayor and deputy mayor among themselves for the period of 5 years on the basis of party. On the basis of party. Okay. Which party secured more and more seats in corporation election? That party corporators elect the mayor and deputy mayor among themselves from same party. So that is on the basis of party. The corporators elect the mayor and deputy mayor. Okay. Mayor. Suppose mayor corrupted and misused the powers. On the basis of misusing powers and corruption, the municipal corporation has power terminate the mayor and deputy mayor, okay, terminate the mayor and deputy mayor from office through the no confidence motion. No confidence motion. No confidence motion. Mayor is elected by the corporators. Mayor is terminated by the corporators. Okay? Who elect the mayor, those people have the right and power to terminate him from office at any time before 5 years term. Before 5 years term. Okay? Within 6 months. Within 6 months. The vacated mayor office should be filled up. So deputy mayor act as the mayor up to 6 months temporarily in the absence of mayor. Deputy mayor act as the mayor temporarily, not more than 6 months. Not more than 6 months. Okay, so this is election method of mayor and term of the mayor. So that is 5 years. Mayor, Hyderabad, first mayor, Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, first mayor, Madapati Hanumantarao, M. Hanumantarao. Okay, he was the first chairman of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Council. Legislative Council, Legislative Assembly, both are there. Andhra Pradesh Legislative Council first time formed in the year of 1958. That's AP Legislative Council, first chairman was Madapati Hanumantarao. Okay, Madapati Hanumantarao, the first mayor of Municipal Corporation of Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, first mayor Madapati Hanumantarao. Okay, during the period of Rajshekar Reddy government, they did one work, they taken one decision. Municipal Corporation of Hyderabad became as Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, GHMC. Okay, GHMC first mayor Karthika Reddy. Municipal Corporation of Hyderabad MCH first woman mayor Sarojini Pullareddy. Okay, present GHMC mayor also woman, her name Vijay Lakshmi. Okay, so this is the greatness of Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. Right now, next one, mayor powers and functions. First one, presides over municipal corporation meeting. Who arranged the municipal corporation meeting? Commissioner. Okay. Commissioner. In our last video I told you, municipal commissioner, head of the municipality, administration is municipal commissioner. But in municipal corporation, head of the administration is known as commissioner. He belongs to IAS cadre. He belongs to IAS cadre. Okay. But one thing here, commissioner arrange municipal corporation meeting and mayor presides over corporation meeting. Okay. Second function of a mayor, conduct deputy mayor election. Conduct deputy mayor election. Third one, mayor look after problems of city people and try to solve them in time on the basis of financial condition of corporation. Okay? In the limits of a city, the people may have different problems. The first citizen of a city, head of the municipal corporation, the mayor should concentrate on problems of city people and identify them and solve them in time on the basis of financial condition. Okay? Next one, mayor has to look after implementation of adopted resolution of municipal corporation council. Municipal corporation council adopted some resolution for the sake of city people. Commissioner should implement the adopted resolution of council. That is responsibility of a commissioner. But as a first citizen of a city, as head of the municipal corporation, mayor look after implementation of adopted resolution of municipal corporation council. That is responsibility of mayor. And another one, next one, the municipal corporation mayor has power supervise and control all activities of staff who are working in corporation council. Next one, mayor has the power check any record of a corporation at any time. Number of records are in corporation. Being the head of the municipal corporation, the mayor has the power check any record of corporation at any time. Okay? So ultimately, his primary function, provide all the facilities to the city people and maximum try to solve the problems of city people. That is the primary duty of mayor. Okay. Next we come to commissioner. Commissioner, just now I told you, commissioner is head of the administration of a municipal corporation. Okay. Commissioner is head of the administration of a municipal corporation. Head of the municipal corporation is mayor. Head of the administration of a municipal corporation is a commissioner. We don't call as a municipal commissioner, we should call them as only commissioner. Okay. Commissioner 100% belongs to IAS cadre. Okay. Commissioner belongs to IAS cadre. In our last video I told you, municipal commissioner belongs to either group 1 or group 2 cadre. Okay. But commissioner 100% belongs to IAS cadre. Okay. So commissioner, powers and functions. Commissioner is a mediator between state government as well as municipal corporation regarding administration of a municipal corporation. Because you are head of the municipal corporation administration, so that 100% you are answerable to state government as well as municipal corporation regarding only administration. not political issues, not economic issues, and not other issues. You are only responsible to state government as well as municipal corporation regarding only administration, that's it. Okay. You are absolutely responsible to state government and municipal corporation regarding administration. Because state government, okay, state government to allocate the powers and functions to you. So let me see, what are the powers and functions of a commissioner? First one, you arrange a municipal corporation council meeting after concerning the mayor. You should work under the control of a municipal corporation. Municipal corporation is not functioning under your control. Is it clear, ma? Commissioner should work under the control of a municipal corporation. So that you should arrange a municipal corporation meeting after concerning mayor. Okay. You decide the meeting date and time after concerning mayor, and you prepare meeting agenda after concerning mayor. Okay. Without concerning the mayor, you should not arrange meeting, should not decide meeting date and time, you should not prepare agenda of a meeting. Okay. You should do all these things after concerning mayor. You remember this point, guys. Okay. Second one, every year commissioner has to prepare budget of a municipal corporation and present it in corporation council meeting. Okay, in corporation council meeting, right? You only prepare annual budget of a corporation, you only introduce annual budget of a corporation in council meeting. That is a part of your duty. Third one, commissioner should implement all the adopted resolutions of municipal corporation. Municipal corporation council duty is adopting the resolutions to solve the problems of people and for the development of corporation people. Commissioner duty is implement all the adopted resolutions of corporation council. That is your duty, commissioner duty. Okay. Another one, commissioner should take some steps to preserve properties of municipal corporation. In each and every municipal corporation, movable properties there and immovable properties there. 100% commissioner should protect them. That is your duty. Not only protecting the properties of a municipal corporation, your one more duty is you should protect and preserve and safeguard the records of a municipal corporation. Number of records are in municipal corporation. All the records are useful to us at any time in future. That's what the commissioner should preserve records of corporation for the sake of corporation in future at any time. Next one, commissioner has the power supervise and control all the activities of staff regarding administration. some 1,000 people may work in the corporation, in different wings of corporation, in different sections of corporation. So all they are working under the guidelines of commissioner. The commissioner duty is keenly observe, supervise and control all the activities of staff regarding administration. That's it. Because commissioner is head of the municipal corporation administration, so that the commissioner 100% supervise and control activities of staff regarding administration. Okay, ma. Next one. The commissioner has to give clear information to the corporators and state government regarding administration whenever they raise questions. During the period of council meeting, the corporators or representatives of the people, they may raise some questions regarding public problems in their jurisdiction. So immediately the commissioner or concerning section officers should give answer to them. That is your responsibility. At the same time, the state government may seek information from particular corporations regarding administration matters. With the order of state government, the commissioner should provide all the necessary information to the state government regarding administration. That is your responsibility. Okay. So these are powers and functions of a commissioner. And we have to say one more function of commissioner, that is, you should collect the different taxes from the people and other section people with the help of subordinates time being. Every year, the municipal corporation has to collect different taxes from the people. In this process, the commissioner has to play an important role. Okay? You should give proper guidelines to subordinates how to collect the taxes from the people. So, in which areas the collection is very poor, why the collection is poor, okay, you review that issue with concerning officers. So definitely the collection may be increased in some areas where the collection is poor. Okay, so when it comes good results means with the initiate of commissioner. So these are powers and functions of municipal corporation commissioner. Next one, corporation powers and functions. In our last video I told you municipality powers and functions two types. Same like that, in municipal corporation the powers and functions are classified into two types. One is compulsory functions and the second one is optional functions. How many types of functions of municipal corporation? Two types. What they are? First one is compulsory functions. Second one is optional functions. Okay. In compulsory functions, which comes? Number one, maintain birth and death registers properly. Maintain birth and death register properly. Second one, provides drinking water to all the people of corporation limits. Third one, provides the proper drainage system in the limits of corporation. Maximum in all the corporations, the underground drainage system is there. Once appointed, long back, open drainage system there, but present in all the corporations, underground drainage system is going on. Okay, that is good for people. Another one, arrange street lights, construct new roads and maintain them properly. Next one, the corporation has to look after cleanness of roads every day. Next thing, provide awareness regarding diseases for the sake of people. The corporation has to bring awareness among the people regarding the particular diseases like corona, etc. Okay. Next one, in compulsory functions, one more is house numbers compulsory, decide the street names compulsory. Okay. And graveyards maintained by also corporation. But in village panchayat and municipalities, these local bodies allocate graveyards only, but they never maintain them. But in corporation, municipal corporation only maintain the graveyards properly, because the mechanical life is in municipal corporation in cities, so that no one able to spend much time to look after the cremation, so that 100% the municipal corporation has to maintain the graveyards. Okay, these are compulsory powers and functions of municipal corporation. And the second one, next one, what we call that? That is optional function. Optional functions. Optional functions of municipal corporations. First one, you establish museums. It is highly impossible for municipalities and other local bodies. It is possible only for municipal corporation. Okay? Right now we are having Salarjung Museum. That is a historical construction. So that is optional function of municipal corporation. Next one, another one, optional function, parks, libraries, swimming pools. Not only these, the neatness of or beautification of a city. You see, once appointed Hyderabad development and present development. So within 20 years, so many changes came in Hyderabad. So that is beautification of a city. It is optional function of municipal corporation. Okay. Next, financial source of municipal corporation. Financial source of municipal corporation. First one, government grants. Already I told number of times. Main financial source of municipal corporation, main financial source of each and every local body is government grants. Local government should not repay even 1 rupee to the government to the grant. Next one, taxes from the people. Number of taxes there. Water tax, property tax, trading license fees, okay, advertisement tax, different taxes there. The municipal corporation impose some taxes on the people as per municipal act and collect them That is one more type of financial source of municipal corporation. And third one, that is rents. Municipal corporations having number of building the jurisdiction of corporation. Every month corporation gets rents from the buildings. That is also one of the financial source of municipal corporation. And another one, last one, that is donations. Some people may come forward to donate something to the corporation for the development of city people. So all they are financial sources of municipal corporation. Okay, so this is composition and powers and functions of municipal corporation. Okay, is it clear, guys? Bye. Right.